guys, today we are doing something special. So we're kind of doing an art therapy video. So I am not a therapist or anything like that, but I saw this video on Jenna Rainey's channel. So I think maybe 2 weeks ago it was popped up in my recommended videos, and I watched it and I really enjoyed it. So she explains a little bit about it and then goes into the process, and it's really beautiful, and it just looked really relaxing and calming, so I wanted to give it a go, and I thought it might be something that you guys would like as well. So we're going to kind of follow her process today, and I'm going to sort of switch it around a little bit. So the first one that she did, she tells you to wet the whole page and then do some wet in wet, and I decided here that for the sort of therapeutic one, or like the first one that she explains to do, is more about something that's either upsetting or worrying you or frustrating you, and then the second one is something that you really enjoy, that's really comforting, relaxing, calming. So for the first one, I wanted to do some boulders, and I wanted to just feeling like sort of stuck. And so I just took my brush and I just did some wet on wet, just large sort of rock shapes, and then I mixed up some soft smoky purples, and I'm using the Turner Pale Wisteria with the Hematite Violet, and just sort of trying to create these rock-like structures and then add in some shadows. And the funny thing about this kind of process is it did evolve, and so we'll sort of talk about that. Okay, so while the first layer of my first piece is drying, I wet the entire page, so I kind of did it a little bit opposite to what she tells you, and I did the wet on wet for this second one here, and this is one that just you paint something that you really enjoy painting, something that's really happy, and so I wanted to just paint some wet in wet flowers and kind of let them bloom onto the page here. So I've just done that and taken shell pink, and I'm kind of creating some petals here. So I really enjoyed this process because it's like you're working through the thing that you're feeling difficult, and then you're also this is a very hopeful exercise here. It kind of reminds me of the quote, "Keep a green tree in your heart and perhaps a singing bird will come." So I really liked that, and I like being able to do the two things together. So you can see here that I'm still mixing up some of those purples and the hematite violets, the violet earth colours, and I'm creating sort of the shadows. And as I keep doing this, I feel like the sort of the paint stroke should have probably been larger to keep with the boulder thing. So I ended up they ended up looking more like snow-capped mountains, which I didn't mind. And it reminded me of a quote. So a few years ago, I got a fortune cookie that said, the climb near the summit is the hardest, or something like that. It was a really nice thing, just a nice sentiment. And I remember putting it up on the wall with some washi tape at the time, and it was just something to work towards and to think about. But so here I'm just kind of adding in a sky, and I didn't really know what I was doing at this point, but I kind of went back and forth debating. I knew when I watched the video that I wanted to have a go at the exercise, and I kind of went back and forth debating whether or not to create a video, just because it is kind of more personal, and sometimes I do share some things that are a bit more personal, because either it does affect kind of how I am creating the videos, or and sometimes I also I don't want like a false narrative where, like, you know, everything's a YouTube fairy tale either. Everything is hard for everyone. We're all making decisions, you know, striving and trying and, you know, trying to figure things out. And so I think this is just a really nice way. So I'll link her video below, but it's just such a nice way to kind of work through one thing, and also keep some hope, and sort of give yourself a pat on the back on the other hand, like we are doing well, and we are able to sort of keep going and try and, you know, work through things and create something lovely. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this really quick video. I will let you go watch her video. And another movie that really helped this week, it was a really nice movie we watched, was The Secret Dare to Dream with Katie Holmes in it. So I highly recommend that. I think it kind of goes along with this theme as well. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.